Welcome to this part 1 of how to use MLA in-text citations from aboutyourenglish.com. References here to MLA or MLA style refer to the MLA Handbook for Writers of Research Papers, 7th edition. When reference to an outside source of information is used in an academic paper, the source of that information must be identified in the text of the paper, in addition to its inclusion in an MLA Works Cited page. And in-text citations are one way to do that. An in-text citation almost always involves parenthetical citation, which puts all or a part of the citation in parentheses immediately following the reference to an outside source. And here's an example of the in-text citation. The basic format for an in-text citation is the last name of the author and the page number of the source as illustrated here. And here's the outside sources of information that provide support for the essay. The information about the first World Cup in 1930 is a paraphrase from an article by Martin Jones on page 1431 in the Berkshire Encyclopedia of World Sport. In this tutorial, I'll be referring to the original entries in a works cited page like this one, and to the corresponding in-text citations in an academic paper. If you have questions about the works cited page citations, please see the video tutorial series on the MLA Works Cited page. Here's an entry for a book with a single author in a works cited list, and I'm going to show 4 ways that supporting information from this source can be cited in an academic essay. The first example here shows the source information in quotation marks. The information is in quotation marks because the information has been taken directly and without changes from the source. The author and the page number where the quotation can be found in the source is indicated in parentheses. With the author's name, we can find the title of the source on the works cited page. Notice the use of square brackets around globalization. The brackets mean that the word globalization is not the original word in the quotation. Globalization replaces the pronoun it, whose antecedent is in a previous sentence that has not been included here, and that makes it necessary to use the antecedent here in place of the pronoun it. Notice that the sentence-ending punctuation, the period here, comes after the parenthetical citation and not within the quotation marks. In the second example, the author is identified in the text, so only the page number of the original source on the works cited page needs to be included in a parenthetical citation. This method of in-text citation is often preferable to the parenthetical citation with the author and the page number. It's less intrusive, and it achieves its purpose, to allow a reader to find the original reference entry in the works cited page. The first example here shows information that is paraphrased instead of quoted from a source. The author and page number are indicated in parentheses. Finally, in this second example, the author of the paraphrased information is included in the text, and so the page number alone is put in parentheses. When the author of a source is identified in the text, it's sufficient to enter in parentheses only the page number of the source in which the supporting information occurs. The sourced information does not always appear at the end of a paragraph or sentence. The paraphrased information from a source can end with a semicolon or a comma within a sentence, as it does in the second example here. And when it does, a comma or a semicolon can come after a parenthetical citation. In other words, a period does not always follow a parenthetical citation, as in the example here. Here's an example of a book that has two authors. The first author is listed last name first, followed by the first name and a comma, and then and before the second author's first and last names. The last names of the two authors are listed in parentheses in this in-text citation, and up to 3 authors may be listed this way. If the authors were identified within the supporting information, it would be necessary to include only the page number in parentheses. This source is an online academic journal with 9 authors. That's too many names to list in an in-text citation, so only the first author has been included, followed by et al., the Latin expression for and others. Notice that there is no page number. And here's the in-text citation for that academic journal. The works cited entry for this online academic journal contains no page number, so the parenthetical citation contains no page number. Notice that a period follows the abbreviation et al., and the sentence ending period comes after the parenthetical citation, but parentheses come after the closing quotation mark. Thank you for watching part 1 of this tutorial, and please check out related material at aboutyourenglish.com.